Frazier. We've got microphones on both sides of the room. Please raise your hand when you're ready for a question. We're going to get started, so please. There you go.
Trent, obviously a high-level matchup between two good teams. What's your guys' takeaway of how to finish and close out a really good team like that?
Defensively, I thought, what we call winning time. At the end of the game, we didn't put kills together. We allowed, Matherin and Chris to, get going. They're guys. That's when, the head of the Snakes, we didn't do a really good job, defending them well. So we gave up easy buckets to them for down the stretch, and, that can't happen. So we just got to do a better job defensively on, getting stops and, turning those into baskets on the other end.
Well, Trent, this team really gets hot from three. Just how are you guys feeling on offense about the looks you're getting, and you three guys, especially you, Jake and Alfonso, being able to go off like that?
We shoot a lot of balls every day, practice. That's our strength. We knew we want to be a good three-point shooting team this year. With having Kofi, him, being able to pass the ball out. We know they're going to double him, so he created opportunities for others. But like I said, we put a lot of balls up. Being able to be confident. Every time it's your time to shoot and knocking it down.
Trent, how do you explain that 11-0 stretch you had there? And is that the loudest you've ever heard State Farm Center?
For sure. I had goosebumps. It was a lot of people in there tonight. It felt great. Obviously, having Orange Crush in there, they had our back, for 40 minutes tonight. So I appreciate them. But this one stinks. It's gonna hurt for a while, and we just got to do a better job, defensively closing out games.
Trent, you're never a player that lacks confidence, but a game like this where you really get going, you get on a heater, what does that do for you, confidence-wise, moving forward in the rest of the season?
I think it kind of, releases pressure, for my teammates. In the second half, they went to double me, so I didn't have those opportunities like I had in the first half. The floor opens up, for Jake, to knock some big-time shots down, continue to throw the ball into Kofi. They let Plummer, get going tonight. So I think, when I'm in my rhythm, I think it's just, opens up the floor for my teammates, to, create, opportunities for themselves or a teammate.
Trent, this is a really veteran team, and we've seen you guys play good defense for a lot of years here. What do you think is causing some of those late game defensive maybe lapses that allowed them to close it out?
Can you say it again?
Yeah, well, what do you think is causing some of those lapses late game that allowed them to close that out?
Communication. I think we got to do a better job, like I said, late game, of communicating with each other. In transition, they really, picked on us, in transition. We knew it was going to be a track race. Chris did a really good job getting the ball out, pushing it, and just pitching it ahead. So I think right now it's just, lack of communication. I got to do a better job, being back first of, just communicating with my guys, getting them set and building our wall.
Is that lack of communication at all surprising, just given how long you guys have played together with one another?
No, not at all. I think, we're going to continue to get better in that area. Like I said, this is going to stay, and we're going to continue to challenge ourselves to get better in those areas, and, just, keep moving forward.
Scott, in the front. Scott right here.
They made a real emphasis to go at Kofi hard with their two bigs, and you kind of had a rough night. How did you see him maybe handle maybe not being as efficient as he has been this season?
They had a lot of size out there, try to make it challenging for him. Like I said, their whole game plan was, to double Kofi. So, they try to be physical with him, push him off the block, make it challenging for him to finish over length. But at the end, the second half, he had a good stretch for us, and he really helped us, down the stretch. obviously, you know, we didn't have that 20-point night, but you know, that stretch that we had kept going to him was really, you know, really big, and you know, he continued to get better in those areas. So, like I said, you know, I'm always gonna have confidence in him, you know, to keep throwing that ball in there, whether he scores 0 or 20. So that's our whole mindset.
Couple more for Trent, go ahead. Rob.
You guys have kept Paul Schmidt pretty busy this season, and today during one timeout, he took Jake from a gaping head wound to back in the game without missing any time. So you want to talk about Jake's toughness and what Paul does for the team?
That's what this team's about. I mean, you know, Paul's always there. You know, guys are always in with him. You know, he's always getting guys right, making sure, you know, with injuries, it's all about, you know, being comfortable with something. So, like I said, you know, that's what this team about, toughness. And, you know, like I said, we just got to continue to get better and get more tougher. You know, I thought and sometimes, you know, they were tougher than us. You know, they took our ball a few times. But, like I said, there's a lot of season left. And, you know, we can't let this one dwell. And we just got to continue to get better.
Last one for Trent, go ahead, Alex.
Trent, late in the first half and into the second half, you were put on a matter end for a good chunk there. What kind of difficulty is it to guard someone who's 6'6" and that athletic?
It's very challenging. You know, with his, like you said, his size, he's very strong. But I think the whole thing is, you know, you're not gonna stop him from, you know, making a shot, but just, you know, challenging, you know, making it difficult. And that's what I do. That's what I can do with my quickness. Obviously, he's stronger than me, so, you know, I try to beat him to spots, you know, where I can, you know, use and, you know, just, you know, try to make it difficult for him. So, like I said, you know, he's a good player, but